All right, cool beans. Welcome to the beginning of the week fundamental and technical analysis. I'm your main man Pips, aka Mr. Levels, aka Hops, aka It's Up There. You know, um, let's get into the beginning of the week technical analysis. I gave you guys I gave you guys a pre-week analysis last night. Um, so let's just look back over that. Last night I went over the weekly ranges and which I expected price action to expand in on a weekly basis for this week. I told you guys that I wanted to see the dollar expand higher and run buy side liquidity. It reached, but we didn't get much out of Dixie today. We didn't have any high impacting news drivers. We had one moderate impacting news driver, and it didn't give us much volatility at all. So I'm interested to see for Dixie if we close this daily candle above the PD array that we're currently sitting on top of. If we do, then I would expect us to continue to expand higher um, to run buy side liquidity as I wanted to see in my analysis last night. So let's break it down to the daily, right? We reached up and let me throw a daily range on Friday's candle, right? Just to see if today's candle reached up. Yeah, it reached up into that lower level PD array, but we did not run that upper level, the 79%. So, as I just said, if um this day, Monday did close above the PD array. So this what it is. If throughout the rest of Asian markets tonight and going into London, if we don't get below um the lower um discount array level from last week's price range, right? And close below that level, then my bias still remains bullish and I would like to see us run Friday's buy side liquidity at 102.619 for Dixie, right? And that's that. So with that being said, let's look at our currency pairs now weekly. All right. Last night I told you guys that I was bullish dollar and bearish currencies, right? Because our currencies inversely correlate with the dollar, meaning they move in the opposite direction. So I had this daily fair value gap identified, and I told you guys that if we did not break below that, then that would be in line with the bullish bias. As I said, we didn't get much momentum out of much volatility out of the markets today. However, we did see Euro give us about 40 pips off of that daily imbalance, or I'm sorry, this daily discount array. That's what that blue shaded area is. I got it mixed up last night too when I recorded the video. But yeah, this is the PD array of Friday's um daily range. So we we um we went bullish off of that range for about 40 pips. Not much action, but I mean 40 pips is 40 pips. I mean, it's really good. That's some people daily goal. You know, lot size you trade in or whatnot. So Same thing with the pound. I told you guys that I wanted to see us pull back up into last week's PD array, premium array for last week's range. Um, Pound gave us about 60, 70 pips from open to the lower PD array. Um, to the lower PD array level was about 40 pips. And NZD USD, um, we didn't get much action at all. I told you guys that I wanted to see if we closed below this daily fair value gap or if we broke above it and found support. We did neither. So I'm I'm just monitoring NZD USD for right now throughout the rest of Asian and going into London to see if we can get a aggressive move to run sell side liquidity and close below sell side liquidity, or if we get above that daily fair value gap, find support, and then I will be expecting us to expand higher into those PD arrays. Looking at silver, we ran that sell side liquidity. I told you guys that we needed to either break below that blue shaded area, right? Or and run sell side liquidity and close below it. That's not an aggressive enough close below for me. So I want to see what we do throughout the rest of Asian and going into London. My bias for metals was bullish. I did want to see us break back above that shaded blue area and find support so we can run up to that PD array, but that wasn't the case. So we just gotta wait and see if we can get an aggressive move um, in either direction and find either resistance or support. And when we do that, then we can execute from there. Go, um, go pushed up. Well, not necessarily pushed up, but I did want to see us find a support um, on this blue shaded area right here, right? And we found the support. So I do want to see us push up and mm, but I wouldn't be buying from right here, right now. I want to see what gold does throughout the rest of the night and going into London because gold could push back down to run that sell side liquidity before expanding to the upside to run back up into those PD arrays. So just keep that in mind. Oil found a resistance right here. So we left this daily fair value gap open. Um, Let me see how that look on a weekly. I think that's a weekly fair value gap too. Yeah. So we don't have any high impacting news drivers until Thursday and Friday. So market should run kind of textbookish. So I want to see us pull back down. Uh, hmm, I don't know if we expand back lower into that. We got a lot of structure right here to break through for price to do that. So I'm just gonna be neutral, right? Let me see something. Daily. Hmm. See if we find a support right there. See. see, we got version that there you got right now. So, little small, you know. Oh yeah, we played off of that thing too. So yeah, let's see if we find a support, and if we find a support, definitely want to see us break above that weekly fair value gap and find a support. And off of this, the top of this structure, um, I'm gonna be taking long positions, and I'm gonna be holding until 100 and looking to find a support at 100, and then on up to 130. So it's definitely what I'm looking for oil. Moving on to futures. Last night I told you guys that I expected to see futures pull back up into last week's premium array. All right. Um, I think I added this consequent encroachment later throughout the night. I don't know if I had that marked in the video that I dropped. However, I told you guys that I was expecting a pullback up into the premium array. Um, today ES gave us 41 ticks. 41 handles for 165 ticks to the upside. Um, I caught some of that as I was bullish, expecting a pullback. Made my weekly goal and done for the week. So yeah, great start to the week. Um, now I want to see what the market does throughout the rest of the night. Asian markets and going into London. I will be paying close attention to consequent encroachment of this weekly fair value gap that price action is currently inside. If we run it and don't close above it, I will be looking for us to sell back to the downside to run Friday's sell side liquidity. And if we cut through that, push through that consequent encroachment and close above it, then of course I want to see us run up into those premium arrays from last week's price run. Pretty much the same thing. Well, we already hit that PD array that I told you guys I wanted to see Dow, E-mini Dow pull back up to. So for all my U30 traders, if you watched the pre-week analysis last night, um, then you would have known what I was thinking and you could have put your own analysis on it. Not saying that your analysis would have necessarily coincided with mine, but you would have known where I thought the market was going. Whether that would have helped you or not would have been totally up to you. So, same thing for Dow that I said for ES. I want to see if we close below. Hmm, that's not aggressive enough. Let me see something. Mhm. If we see a 2022 model setting up, then that could be an opportunity for a short to the downside. We just seen higher time frame uh level rent right here, right? Um and now all we would have to see is a displacement, right? Running this sell side liquidity here, creating a fair value gap in the midst of running that sell side liquidity or pull back up into that fair value gap, and you would take that short down to this or other words, fair value gap. Easy money. So with that being said, moving on to E-mini NASDAQ. She look about like well, she don't look like ES. But about like it. But got a little push off of this is the weekly time frame, so this is a lot of pips for NASDAQ. Believe that. I mean a lot of ticks. 500 ticks for NASDAQ. 125 handles. So yeah, same thing. I'm interested in what price does when we get to this order block. Um, Either we're gonna run it, close above it, or we're gonna find a resistance and come back down and run Friday sell side liquidity. So that's what I got for futures. Last but not least, crypto. Um, up a little bit, hit my level. So I just want to see if we can break above here, this little structure here. We can break above this little structure. I wouldn't mind seeing us run to 32.5, finding the support, and then taking us on up to 40,000. But until we break that structure, I do want to see us pull back down to 28,450. Ethereum, same thing. If we can get above this little structure, then I want to see us go to 2,000 and on up to 2,500. If not, I expect us to pull back down to at least 1750. And last but not least, ApeCoin. When if and when we hit $1.50, you already know the scope. Dollar cost averaging in. If not, I'm holding until we can break above market structure and find support. This market structure here will be the first at 330. All right, and we find support there. Then I would dollar cost average in some more up until we break this structure here and we find support there. Dollar cost average in some more and hold until we break $6.40. Um, and then I'll probably take some out once we break that level because I'm holding quite a bit. And then um, we'll see what it does from 640 when we get there. So that will conclude the beginning of the week technical analysis. At this time, I'll turn it over to Corman so she can give us that sauce with the fundamental analysis. It's all yours, Corman.
Okay. Hi. All right. So first of all, we are not going to cover the Forex Factory calendar tonight, and we're not recording fundamentals tonight either. So if they're not in class, they're gonna have to pay for what you guys are getting because you guys would discount when the thing happens that this will be on. So anyway, that is what it is. So you can go ahead and start recording right now.